Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. My hair look curly, kinda. Kinda. All right. Good morning. All right, let me get it together here. My hair is super long. I keep it up a lot, so I don't guess a lot of people get to notice, but it's very long. Good morning. I have not uploaded to YouTube yet. I'm slacking.
Okay.
Now, interfere with endless adventures. I love
It's a
that.
grunt style. That's a mom.
I love
I
grunt
need the
style.
mom one now.
I love grunt style.
Go.
I love that. Kayla, oh my goodness, we are so glad that he is okay. We will praise with you and pray with you that, things get better, because there's always aftermath after a car accident. Right? Oops. Aw, Adrian, thank you. Happy birthday to you. I will get them uploaded. I think next week I'm going to start maybe recording them as a podcast while we are even on TikTok. That way they can be like immediately uploaded. I don't know. I love podcasts. But I'm somebody that can't watch a video. Y'all are the real MVPs, because I can't watch a video. I cannot stay on a video and watch it. My ADHD says no. Adrian and Arthur share a birthday, and today is Adrian's birthday, so y'all need to wish her a happy birthday. I didn't sleep good at all last night. Ain't even gonna lie. Did not sleep well at all. I tossed and turned all night, and I thought I was just gonna sleep so good because my house is so clean, and I got a new comforter and like all the things. But nope. Tossed and turned all night long. I don't know. I just thought maybe if I record some of the series as a podcast and get them posted, you'll be able to kind of see how that's going to be. You'll get access to what we done a lot faster. I don't know. It's just thinking about it. I think next week I'm going to try it, though, and get it set up. Good morning. All right. Let's see where we're going to be today. Oh, boy. My hair. Here we go. Hair's going to be everywhere. All right. I want to look at something though, actually, before we get started. And if it aligns, y'all are really gonna love it. I need to let me look something up. Let's see, where is it at here? In Exodus. Oh, hold on now. Okay, nope, went too far. Hold on. Okay, where is it? If it reads the way that I want it to, it's going to be so good. Ah, man. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe it doesn't read like that in this one. Well, let me go find it here. Come on now. All right, hold on. Decide. I wonder what verse that is. Oh, man, I'm not going to be able to find it. Y'all gotta hold on. I really want to find this. I was reading a book last night, and it talked about this. And if I can find it, y'all are going to love it. So you're just going to have to bear with me for a second. Okay. But I guess it reads like that in an NIV. Moses said to the Lord, is it 33? 33. Okay. So I was looking in the wrong spot. Okay. I thought it would have been up here, but maybe it's right here. We're at 11, 12. Okay. 33. As the Lord spoke, used to speak to Moses face to face, a man speaks to his friend. Moses turned again to the camp. His assistant, Joshua, son of Nun, but not depart from it. Moses says, see, you say to me, bring up these people, but you have not let me know whom you will send with me. Yet you have said, I know you by name, and you have also found favor in my sight. Okay, now let me read it in I found it, so now let me read it in NLT. All right. Okay, y'all are going to like this. So, have y'all ever heard anybody talk about the favor of God? Who actually knows what the favor of God is? What's that mean? What's that mean to you? Tell me what the favor of God means to you. Or what you think it means. Take these people out of Babylon. You have told me I know you by name, and I look favorably on you. Does anybody know what like the favor of God means? When he gives us extra blessings. Okay, close. His grace. Okay. To have his blessings, mercy, grace. So the favor of God, and I was going to write this down because I'm going to put it in my Bible. The favor, to me, it's being surrounded by peace, grace, and understanding. Okay, so the favor of God is salt, charity. I'm his favorite. That's so funny. Okay, favor of God, all right? I say that all the time. I always say God's favor, and everybody thinks that is so funny. And I will get a good parking spot at Walmart, and I'll be like, God's favor. Me and Steve will be fighting, and then all of a sudden he'll like run into a door or something, and I'm like, God's favor, and Steve does the same thing to me. If we're fighting and then something happens to me, he'll look at me, he'll say, God's favor, to the point, like anything that is good that happens in our life that's just completely unexpected, we're like God's favor. And to the point my kids do that. My kids will, something good will happen and they'll be like God's favor because we do it so much, right? So I never put two and two together, but God's favor is things he does for you that you could have never done for yourself. I could have never found myself a good parking spot. I could have never saved myself from falling in that hole I didn't see. I could have never, done certain things because I didn't know they were coming, but God did. So I received God's favor because he interceded for me when I didn't know when something was going to happen, right? So God's favor is unexpected blessing, so to say, that where he interceded for you because he was looking ahead of you. Okay, so that's God's favor. Good things that are happening to you, things that you could have never done for yourself, but God's doing for you. That's God's favor. I say that all the time, all right? And this is the part that I love. I say that all the time because I love it. Anytime something good happens in my life, God's favor, right? That's like, I call it out. But listen, I never realized that was in the Bible until last night. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's so great. So I'm going to read it to you in an ESV, but then I'm going to read what it says in an NIV because that's where the original verse and how it's wrote is pulled from to actually say God's favor. But I want you to look. It's in chapter 33 of Exodus, and it's going to be verse 12 and 13, okay? Moses said to the Lord, see, you say to me, bring up these people, but you have not let me know who you will send with me. Yet you have said, I know you by name, and you have also found favor, God's favor, in my sight. Now, therefore, if I have found favor in your sight, please show me now your ways, that I may know you in order to find favor in your sight. Now, I love that, but let me read how it reads in an NIV. It says, Moses said to the Lord, you have been telling me, lead these people, but you have not let me know whom you will send with me. I have said, I know you by name, and you have found favor with me. That is God's favor. And I never realized that it was here. I never realized that God's favor was something that, I knew it, but I never connected it, right? God's favor is the one thing that was passed down from people to people to people to people to people in the Bible. Moses passed God's favor on to Joshua, and Joshua would pass God's favor on to somebody else. They would bless each other with God's favor. And I just love that so much because I'm like, God's favor. Like right here where you are, he is, I don't know. I'm trying to put this into words, but it hit me some sort of way last night. And I was like, oh my goodness. I was studying about lots of stuff last night. Yes, Exodus 33, 12 through 13. Because I also seen, do you know in Joshua, everybody, okay, Moses had passed away. Joshua's leading the people into the promised land, right? God's going to part another sea, or God's going to part, I think it's the Jordan, right? But what did he recommend? Like, watch this. He told the priests that they had to get into the water before it would part. It's the little things in the Bible. It's the little things in the Bible. Because they had to get their feet wet before the water would part. And it was talking about how oftentimes we are praying and we want this to happen. We want something good to happen in our lives. We want this, we want this, we want this. And we're praying for it over and over and over. Lord, I'm praying for it. Why haven't you answered it yet? Lord, can I get this? Lord, why haven't you gave me that? Lord, I know you told me that. So why haven't you came through on it yet? Like, we're in a praying season when we're like, Lord, we're counting on you, but why haven't you moved? But he's waiting on you to get your feet wet. You got to get in the water first. I mean, I just thought that was just so good. So many times in scripture, he tells people to go. He gives them instruction and he says, go. Right? That time, he gave them the instruction and he told them to go. They had to get in the water, get your feet wet. Right? And I was like, man, I think that maybe sometimes we don't receive the blessing we've really been wanting because we're so busy praying about it that we haven't got our feet wet. Now, do you need to pray about it? Yes. But you need to pray about it, and then you need to do your part. You need to do what you can, right? In one of my books I've read, it said, pray like it depends on God and work like it depends on you. You got to do your part. And if you're not up doing your part, doing your work, putting your footwork in, how in the world do you expect him to follow through on his? Because he's waiting on you to get your feet wet. And I was like, that is the best thing I've read. And so, like, I don't know. It was so good. So I just had to share that with you guys. He wants us to have faith that he will come through. Faith without action is dead. Exactly, Nikki. Yep. Yes. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I've always just said God's favor, God's favor. And I just never realized it was right there in front of me where it talked about God's favor. And I was like, I see you, Lord. Like, there are things that I need to get journaled today in my Bible because of studying last night. And I also learned something else last night, and I'm going to do it in my kids' Bibles. Honestly, I thought about changing this morning completely and getting out my kids' Bibles because I need to spend some time in my kids' Bibles. Because the book I was reading said, that book is just filled with so much goodness. But it said, you know what your kids are dealing with. Like, you know your kids best, right? So we need to be circling the promises in our Bible that we should pray over our kids. When you don't know what to pray, pray Bible verses. Pray the promises. When you don't know what to do for your kid, pray the verses over them. When your kid is struggling with anxiety and depression, pray the verses. Like, I'm going to do that today. I'm going to, instead of journaling a section in my kid's Bible, I'm literally going to jump through that bad boy and I'm going to add a whole bunch of goodness to my kid's Bible because I want to pray these things over my kids. I want to pray for them that every single day when they wake up, they put on their armor of God. The name of the book is Prayer Circle, Praying Circle. Draw the circle. Steve. Is Steve awake? Is Steve on here? Nane. I don't know if he's awake. I think it's draw the circle. It's in my bedroom because I read it every night before bed. That's funny. God's favor is the things that God does for you that you cannot do for yourself. No, it's not the 40-day challenge because I have that one too. Hold on. Just hold on. I'll go get it. Okay. No, we were it's the Circle Maker. He writes a lot of books that are like this. This is called The Circle Maker, and he's such a good author. Look at this. Oh, this was so good. See, I was folding down pages. This book has been really good, but last night it hit different, and I was like, your girl needs to like write all that down. I don't know what we got going on here, but your girl needs to write all that down. But watch this. Hold on. This was so good last night too. Nope, not that. I think I read about that first. Hold on. There it is. So Psalms 50:10. Watch this. This is funny. They were not really funny, but this is good. Psalms 50:10 says, "For every beast of the forest is mine, the cattle on 1,000 hills. I know every bird of the mountains and everything that moves in the field is mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world is mine and all it contains." And he titled it "A Cattle on 1,000 Hills." And he said that one of his friends circled that verse, right? Which you may have read it and been like, okay, so like we know God's the creation of everything. God has everything. He holds everything. We know that, right? But watch, that ain't what he always read. He said, "Lord, we know you own the cattle on 1,000 hills. Please sell some of them and send us some money," because they wanted to do something for the Lord. They were in ministry and they needed money to be able to do what they wanted to do with the ministry. And they started quoting that verse to know that God owned everything. So he knew what they needed and he'd send it to them when he could, or when he needed to, or in his perfect timing, should we say. Like, I thought that was so good. It said when God gives vision, he gives provision. I was like, well, that's good too. Let's see. Watch this. This is really good too. I really like this guy. He's really good to learn from. Quit now. He said he wrote the initials JEJIT. And I was like, what's that mean? He says he writes that in various places in his Bible because that's places where God provides just enough, just in time. That's so good. He did it with the widow who had drawn her last jar of olive oil. He did it with the Israelites, are trapped between Egyptian army and Red Sea. He did it when the boat is about to be capsized on the Sea of Galilee because of the hurricane force winds. And he did it with us when he had 24 hours to come up with $7,500. Ain't that, oh my goodness. Just in time. We serve a just in time God. And he's going to be just on. He's going to be right on time. He's going to be just in time. That is so good. Somebody can take care of that because I'm not doing that this morning. That's hilarious. Let's see. What's some more? talked about daily dependence, but I think we've talked about that before on a coffee talk. I don't know. All this was just really good. It said you can't just pray like Elijah. You have to act like Elijah. Okay. I don't know. All this was just so good. It said God has a way of pushing us to our absolute limits. Be like, I know this, right? I still don't know if we read that in the right spot. Let me read y'all about this. What it said on because I don't know what verse it is. He doesn't quote it, but it says, "May the Lord bless his land with the precious dew from heaven above, and with the deep waters that lie below. But with the best of the sun brings forth, and the finest of the moon you can yield." Yeah, see, we didn't read this verse. It's somewhere else. "With the choicest gift of ancient mountains, and the fruitfulness of the everlasting hills, with the best gifts of earth and its fullness, and the favor of him who dwelt in the burning bush." Favor of God. Like, you have to trust the favor of God to do for you what you cannot do for yourself. You have to trust God to change hearts, even the heart of Pharaoh. That's good. That's good. Y'all see what I'm saying? This book is so good. But it made me see some things last night where I was like, Kelsey needs to be, I want to go through my Bible. I want to write down the things that my kids are struggling with. And I want to go through their Bibles. And I want to write down these verses. And I even want to write down these verses in a notebook. Because every single day I want to look at these verses. And I want to pray these Bible verses over my children. Because I want God to cover them with it. I want God to grant them the protection that they need when they go off to school. And I want God to help my daughter with her, depression and anxiety and wildness that she's dealing with. I want them to know that they are chosen by God for wonderful things out here. I want them to be kids who are set apart. I want them to just be and do all the things that God has created them for. So I need to be praying about those things. Like, I need to be wrapping them in those Bible verses. I need to be praying those verses over them. Yes, that is the author. I don't sell that book. You can go to Amazon to get it. It's probably on my Amazon. It's probably on my Amazon storefront. My Amazon storefront ain't connected to my other computer. Let me go see. Don't know if this is going to be right. I'm going to go make sure it's on there. Nope, this one ain't right. Come on. It's raining here. Yes, it's the Circle Maker. I think it's going to be that one. Let me go make sure it's there. All right. Gonna put it in books and devotionals. Oh, look, the 40 Days Through the Bible is in my Amazon storefront. I didn't realize that. I hardly ever look at this. That one's Draw the Circle. The Circle Maker. Yep, it is there. Praying Circles. I think mine just looks different because it's like a limited edition cover. That's the expanded edition, so I bet that's great. The Circle Maker. I bet there's more info in it. It's on my Amazon storefront, though. Because he also has Draw the Circle. And I have that one, too. I have that book, too. Okay. Yep, it's there. All right, you guys. Let's read today. Let's see what we can get into. But aren't those some good, just little things to start off your day? No. It's Mark Batterson. Mark Batterson. Oh no, Anna. There it goes. Gonna be sold out on Amazon. Bam. Y'all better go get it then. Go look in the Amazon storefront. It is, both of the books are there. One of them's called Draw the Circle, and one of them is The Circle Maker. Draw the Circle is just as good, but it's kind of like a daily devotional that is a day-by-day thing instead of like a book form. Does that make sense? All right. We need to get into our reading for the day and see where it leads us. But I just need to schedule a live. Wonder, I might do it. When should I do it? I can't do it tomorrow night. The only time I could do it's today. Tonight. Wonder what's on the agenda for tonight. I really have been wanting to do a live with my kids' Bibles. I don't know. Wonder what we're doing because I can't do it tomorrow. I hope it ain't raining tomorrow because it's our Bible study. Hope that passes on. Oh, I love that. I hope you have a great day, Renee. Jordan, we will definitely be praying. I'll put a chair in my yard. I won't. That's right. Just enough, just in time. My Bible study isn't going to be live, but I will do my own study with you guys on Psalms 118. It won't be live because I'm really trying to focus on growing the community in my area. I'm really trying to introduce to them my way of studying because y'all know it's different. So I'm not going to stream it because I don't want to make any of them uncomfortable. And I honestly don't know how many people are coming or who's not coming. I mean, I know nothing. I just set a time and I'm praying that the Lord sends them. So, we're not going to be streaming it, but I will do a live on here, with you guys doing Psalms 118. You're coming. Well, I live in this Bible Belt that, honestly, it's going to vary. If you run into somebody and you tell them that you write in your Bible, they might look at you a little weird. So it's going to vary, right? It's going to, I'm very interested to see who shows up and how it goes. But really, you guys, I'm just really excited because there's a good mix, I guess, of people who come in my store that are like different generations. But there are some teenagers that come in my store and they love it there. And I don't know how that's going to make me cry. Stop it. And it never hit me that maybe that's who I could teach and who I could reach in this town is the teenagers, is the kids. Is the teenagers who are getting ready to go out into this world, and the world's real mean. And so it just makes my heart feel some sort of way. Like that, it makes my heart feel some sort of way that God gives me the opportunity to be able to teach every single one of you on here. I can't explain that either. But now that he's like venturing me out and entrusting me with teenagers that actually want to know him, it's going to be so great. It's going to be so great. And I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about it. And I don't know, I'm so excited about it. So I want to give them my full attention like I give you guys my full attention in the morning. I give up taking my children to school every day to be able to be here with Coffee Talk with you guys. So y'all gonna have to give me up a couple studies so that I can reach people in my community too. I love that, Nicole. Yes. I love that. I love that my studies impact like so many different generations. But I think I've decided what I'm going to do. Yep, they sure do, girlfriend. Are you serious, Amanda? Look at you. You go, girlfriend. I forgot what I was going to say. I think what I'm going to do, and then maybe this will be really fun too, because some of you who travel to come and see me, maybe you could partake in some of them, because what I'm going to do is I think that I am going to host Bible study a certain Friday of every month. Like, that's how we're going to make this a regular community thing. They're going to know that this Friday of every single month, they're going to be able to come to the store at this time, and there's going to be Bible study. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. And that way, it builds a habit of people coming and hanging out with us and sharing with us and learning about us. And yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And then doing it that way, y'all will be able to, y'all could make plans to come and hang out with us. And I don't know. You'll know what we're studying and when we're doing it. Yes, I love that. Okay, let's see what we can get through this morning because it's already 8:10. And this morning was actually rather long. Oh, boy. I doubt we get through all that. We'll see. I think Steve finally got it. All right. So this journey through Joshua, Judges, 1st and 2nd Samuel, though hard to read at times, should bring us great encouragement about the character of our God. Through these stories, we experience God's unconditional love, unending patience, and abiding faithfulness to watch over and protect his people. God's favor. Yes, he excited punishment and issued consequences. But in the end, God brought his people to their promised inheritance into a place of safety, security, and rest, and gave them a good king to lead them. God will do the very same for us today because our God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He is still loving, patient, faithful, and trustworthy. That is so funny because I just done that. I just wrote that. Yes, I literally just wrote that. We can make the journey so much easier when we walk closely with Jesus, aligning our hearts, our longings, and our dreams with his. When we walk in the fullness of his love, grace, and mercy. Take a few minutes to sit with the truths and promises shared in the right column. Let them soak into your heart and mind. Remember that they are from the heart of God who created you, formed you, and shaped you, and has your name engraved on the palm of his hand. God is faithful. God is sovereign. Nothing can change his plans. His plans are always good when you cannot see it. And he will never leave you or turn his back on you. That's so good. Are you walking in the valley or wandering in the wilderness, wondering what God is doing or if he even hears or sees you? Join me in declaring these truths and promises over your circumstances today. I love that because watch this. Watch this. This is what I did last night. And I literally wrote down, you are trustworthy. It says, your laws are perfect and completely trustworthy. I wrote down, you are trustworthy. I love that. And I wrote down, like, when life is being unfair and hard, we can still find joy in the Lord and his promises. And I loved this the most. The very essence of your word is truth. All your regulations will stand forever. His word will stand forever. Powerful people harass me without cause, but my heart trembles only at your word. Good morning, sleepyhead. I rejoice in your word, like a one who discovers a great treasure. I hate and abhor, I think that's how you say it, all falsehood, but I love your instruction. I will praise you 7 times a day. Because all your regulations are just. Those who love your instructions have great peace and do not tremble. Or do not stumble. I love that. And I put, even when the world is loud and mean, we only need to fear the Lord. He is all-knowing. His truth will stand forever. We can rejoice even in suffering because his promises are true. When we follow his word and teaching, we will have peace that surpasses all understanding and be able to rejoice and not stumble. Look, this is my studies of my Psalms. I know y'all been like, she been in Psalms forever. Well, probably because I've been doing this. Look at it. Look at it. I got all kinds of little notes in here. Look at it. And then I'm in love with it. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I can't show you that part. But this has been like, I don't know, it's been a study I didn't even know I needed, to be honest with you. But the Lord knew, and that's why he sent me. He sent me right where I needed to be in those Psalms, I tell you. Somebody's going to have to take care of that. Yes. I love that though. God is faithful. God is sovereign. His plans cannot be changed. His plans are always good, even when you cannot see it. And God would never leave you or turn his back on you. I love that. If you're wanting to read Psalms, I mean, just start at the first one and go through them. But I will say that Psalms 118 and 119 are they're amazing. But with Psalms, they're already amazing. But if you actually study them and understand who's writing them and why, it'll bring a whole new perspective to what you're reading. You'll start learning. So like, say you read a Psalm and it's already good. But then you learn that Psalm was written by David when he was in a cave fighting for his life or fearing for his life. And he was trying to encourage his men, his army. It just makes the Psalm phenomenal. It just makes it so much better. It makes it so much, it makes the emotion, it just means more. So I just highly recommend when you're studying Psalms, learn who wrote it and learn what their life, what they were going through when they wrote the Psalm, because you're going to relate to it. You're just going to relate to it. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it's going to be so good. And it helps you know how to deal with life circumstances that get thrown your way. I love that. Then I do believe Psalms 118 and 119 will most definitely help you. 110%. They're so good. Psalms 118 is what we are going to do tomorrow night. All right, let's see. It says, God, thank you that you are sovereign over the circumstances I'm walking through. Amen. Thank you for David's story that shows me nothing can ever, why can't I say that word? I'm going to say mess up. Your plans, you are faithful, God. Your plans are always good, even though I cannot always see it. I take comfort in knowing you will not leave me or forsake me. I find my security in you and you alone because you are trustworthy. I commit to this moment to trust you and love you with my whole heart. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. I love that because it does look like gibberish to me. I think that it's funny that some people think that, like, well, apparently somebody posted that my IQ's low, but they think that I'm not qualified to teach because I don't know how to say some of the words, when in fact, like, the Lord called me to teach regardless of me being able to say the words, because he knew I was dyslexic when he called me, you know what I'm saying? And I can't see words. I can't see them. Another word I have a really hard time with is Chicago. I can't spell Chicago. I know it starts with a C and ends with an O, but the words in the middle are like, I can't never get those right. I can't ever get that right. But it's dyslexia, right? Like, I can't see words.
Fort.
What?
Fort.
THWART.
Fort.
You lying? That don't look nothing like that.
Fort.
I ain't even, nope. I'm dismissing that word. Absolutely not. Nope. That doesn't look nothing like that.
Fort.
Then why didn't you spell it with an F? No. No. It means, watch this. That means prevent. Nothing. Wait, watch this. Shows me that nothing can ever prevent your plans. Why can't we just say that? That's what we're going to say. Prevent. Yep. Okay. You're right. Like.
Fort.
No. I'm like, Prevent. That's prevent. And I wrote it too. I marked that word out. And I wrote prevent. Because, no. Should have an F in front of it. Cannot. But with a W. I love that. No, I can't. Me too. Hey, now, Sadie, I might be able to remember it now because you done that. That is literally how I remember how to spell words. People break them down for me like that. Chicago, but it's, what is that, like Chick-a-go. That's how I'll know how to say it. That's how I remember how to spell that. Watch it. He did. That is literally how I will remember how to spell that. Sure is. See, y'all my VIPs. Y'all tell me how to spell things and say them. Perfect. Because that's the only way. My dad had to break words down like that for me when I was a kid. That is how I learned to spell, was words got broken down for me into little words or made into something that I could remember. Yep, to get her. Yep. Adrian bought me this shirt. It says, what does it say? All I need today is a little bit of Mountain Dew and a whole lot of Jesus. All right, let's see here. If y'all have the book, I think we're going to need to do some of these pages by ourselves. Kind of, sort of. Because, like, this is just a timeline of the things we're not getting ready to go over. So, like, the Lord provided Israel with judges to satisfy their longing for security from their enemies, but Israel did not listen to their judges. Deborah was a judge. Samson was a judge. There's a couple of other judges. Some of them good, some of them bad. But there was lots of judges. Gideon protected the Israelites from kings of Midian. I think that's right. Samson delivered the Israelites from the Philistines. He sure did. And then you got Boaz married Ruth. It was a symbol of Christ. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's getting left out here that we're not going over. All of which is really good stuff. If you've never studied Deborah or Barak or Samson, like, we've done a whole study of Ruth. I think that's on my website. I have a verse by verse study of Ruth on my website. That's a digital download. Ruth is really good. There's so much good stuff. The Israelites asked God for a king, which God said is a rejection of him. So that was Saul. God raised up Saul to be a king, but he failed to seek God. Now, we talked about that. And then David was anointed to replace Saul, which eventually led to the division of Israel. We talked about that. David wrote many of the poems and songs we know in Psalms. That just keeps coming up. And now this new week is longing for rescue. Got you. David Solomon. Jonah and the whale. See what I'm saying? There's a lot. And I don't know. Should I read this? Because this is starting a new week. So should I read that tomorrow to start a new week? Y'all right, killer. And then you go into Solomon. Yeah, probably should start that tomorrow. Yeah, so I can... Because it starts the new week. We're going to talk about exile, the temple. Waiting. Okay. Malachi. Wow, we're making our way, people. 400 years of silence. Oh. Longing for redemption. Look at us make our way. We're still going to be here a while longer. But look at us make our way. We're almost halfway done, I think. Yeah, I think I'll wait till tomorrow for reading all that and, like, kind of starting our weekend with that new week. But y'all need to look at if you have the book, you need to look at the maps. That's hilarious. My kids have regular Bibles that I write in for them that I'm going to gift them. But they have kids' Bibles that they have on their own and they read on their own right now. My kids have it's an Explorer Bible. And I really like it. I need to add that to the Amazon server. It's an Explorer Bible. It's got little things in there that help them explore the Word. Anna, that would be really cool. I know. That's funny. Pretty sure that the 400 years of silence. I think that's hilarious too. But it is God's silence. Jordan, if you want to do it with us, I mean, I think you could most definitely jump in, and then we're done. You could go back to the beginning, but it's completely up to you. I don't know, Amanda. I got mine, She Reads Truth and He Reads Truth, Christian Standard Versions for when they're older. Yes, we're going to go all the way through this book. That's a good idea, Monica. I love that, Anna. Let me see here. And grab this back out here. Let me see. Bibles. I don't have kid Bibles on here. Let me add the kids' Bibles that my kids have. Stop it. I don't understand what's going on with this. There we go. I just added the Bible that I use for my kids in the Bibles I recommend, so y'all can go look at it. And I also have, so I added the Explorer Bible and then Illustrating Bible for Kids. And then I also have this one. Okay. Done. Alright. So I added those so y'all can go look at those. Those are the two that I use for my kids. And I really like them. The Explorer Bible, so I've done two Bibles, the Illustrating Bible and the Explorer Bible. The Explorer Bible is the actual Bible, okay? You read it just like you would read the actual Bible, and it's got different activities for your kids to do. The illustration or illustrating Bible is the stories broken down into like smaller stories. So it doesn't tell the whole Bible, it just tells a lot of the stories that are in the Bible. Does that make sense? I love that, Mackenzie. Oh yeah, my son has a comic book Bible too. He sure do. It's a comic book. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, the Action Bible. That's what it's called. And it's set up just like a comic book for kids. I really like that one. I do like it. It's pretty cool. Yep, the Action Bible. Whoopsie. About hit a button. Ooh, Cassie. I love that. All right, you guys. Well, My goodness, it's just raining. I got to get some studying in because I have to do some teaching at 9:30. And then I have to get ready for my day, and I got to go to the shop today and go to work. Trish, did you send it on Facebook? I'll go look. See, I gotta figure out. I need to finish 14 too. Maybe I'll get that done today. We just done 15. So we're gonna be in 16. All right. All right. We do have Zoom. We have Zoom this morning for membership. I'm at 9:30. I love that, Jenny. Personal page. Okay, I'll go look, girlfriend. Getting ready for work? Why are you going to work? You just had surgery, ma'am. Wait a minute, ma'am. All right, you guys, let me get some notes and some studying in before our studies together at 9:30. Maybe get some breakfast in. Get me a bowl of cereal in. But I love you guys so big. I will see you guys for membership at 9:30. But then for the rest, I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 7:30, bright and early. That's funny. I rhymed. LOL. All right. I love you guys so big. Have a great day. Bye, guys.